We're talking to some of our top female experts today, and joining me now is breast specialist Dr. Christy Funk, as well as endocrinologist and fertility specialist Dr. Millie Bahara. Welcome, ladies. And
thank you.
We're going to go ahead and get started. This is a question for Dr. Millie.
Hello, doctors. I'm about to undergo fertility treatment, and I am worried about side effects. I want to know what are the most common ones, and what can I do to minimize them?
Such a great question. Approximately 10% of women across America between ages 15 and 44 suffer with this type of issue in these questions. And there's a wide range of treatments, from very simple things like taking a pill or timing date night just perfectly at home, to the more advanced things like using injectable medications or advanced therapies like in vitro fertilization. Each type of treatment is associated with a different list of side effects, and what they are can range from very mild things like nausea and bloating and sometimes mood changes that are typically tolerable if you know what to expect.
Well, speaking from personal experience, one side effect could be triplets.
That's important too, or twins. So that's the other thing, is that there are some side effects or some risks of fertility treatment that are important to know because you can control them. The two most important ones are hyperstimulation, or becoming too stimulated, where your ovaries are humongous and you're making a lot of eggs. And that can be not just uncomfortable, but can have some risks associated with that. And then the other major concern is the risk of multiple pregnancies. So it's important to talk with your doctor and be monitored very closely, which is usually a part of most fertility treatments anyways, but it's important to know these risks. The best part is that because you can control these types of side effects, you don't have to be as afraid as we typically think that we should be when you're taking fertility medications or hormones, and you know that your hormones are going to be through the roof. If you know what to expect, definitely the three most important things are to keep your doctor posted. You can always adjust your medications. Don't be silent. And, we can customize to how you respond. And then definitely stay hydrated. Keep an eye on that part of things, because it really helps to tolerate the medications better. So your best way of knowing that you're hydrated is to keep an eye on your pee. The color of your pee tells you how hydrated you are. So if it's clear, it's light.
You want your pee to be nice and clear. So, Christy, is what you're saying that one of the side effects is sleep deprivation?
Absolutely, and many diapers.
But so important to have that open discussion. We're going to move on to a question from Kelly from Oklahoma City. Dear doctors, I've heard that fertility drugs increase your risk of breast cancer. Is this true? And if so, how big are the risks? Gets back to, you need to have these discussions because people are afraid of these things.
Yeah. So the good news is not true. There were 15 studies all taken together, show 60,000 women who went through fertility treatments, and there is no increased risk in breast cancer. I will say, though, that 75% of all breast cancers have these receptors on them for estrogen. So estrogen makes the cancer grow and divide. So if you have a teeny tiny cancer in your breast, go through fertility, you might think that the medicine caused this cancer. You are already going to get it, maybe 5 or 10 years from now instead of now. One other caveat, if you yourself have had breast cancer in the last 2 to 5 years, this is a long discussion to have with your doctor before you move ahead with any kind of pregnancy.
And fertility treatments have come so far over the last few decades.